Hi, and welcome to Design Thinking PDx from Kent ISD. My name is Keith Tramper, and today we're going to talk about the pitch. The pitch usually happens at the end of the design thinking process, but can happen in different spots throughout as well. In our process, we tend to put it in the reflect area. So after you've made your prototype, you've had some time to get feedback and iterate upon the process, and you're looking to share it out with an audience outside of your classroom or maybe within your classroom with another group. The pitch looks like this. You should plan on it taking about 5 minutes or less, spending about 30 seconds on the introduction, 2 minutes providing context, 2 minutes describing your solution, 30 seconds giving a call for action, and 30 seconds on gratitude. So let's get into it. That first 30 seconds of introduction, you're just sharing the name for your solution, a tagline if it's applicable, and introducing the team to your audience. It might look something like this. Hi everyone, we're Dogaloo, the Doggy Fireworks Safe Haven. Our team includes myself, Keith Tramper, Sarah Wood, and Eric Kelleher. The next 2 minutes are probably the most important, and they are providing context for what your problem is. So the first step is problem definition. Remember back in phase 2 of the design thinking process where you defined your problem? This is where that will apply. Tell them what problem you're trying to solve. The next part of it is to describe why it's important. And lastly, why your design solution is a unique solution to the problem. So that might look a little bit like this. We work with a lot of dogs, and we noticed that they have a rough night on July 4th, so we wanted to provide a solution for that problem. Combining some of the industry-leading doggy comfort tools into one solution to make a safe haven for your dog. Next up is the solution. You gave them a little teaser of what the solution is. Now it's time to show it off. You want to share your final prototype with your audience, and if possible, put it in their hands. It's always better to have an experience than to have a lecture. So if I had a physical object that I could give to the audience, I would do that, and then share how all of the things fit together. This is a very rudimentary prototype, but you can kind of get a sense for how you're putting together this prototype to include all the things that dogs need to be comfortable in their Dogaloo. Okay, so you've shared your design. Now it's time to make a call to action. Think about how your audience could get involved with your solution. What are the unique experiences and positions and education that they bring to the table that can help you move your project forward? Some suggestions for this: maybe you just want feedback. Maybe you want some help to build more prototypes. Maybe you just need them to spread the word into their communities, or test out your solution with their own dog at home. And maybe, if your goal is to bring your prototype to life, maybe funding your efforts is the call to action for your project. So in our case, we might say something like, Dogaloo is always looking to improve. We want you to test it out with your pet and share your experience as part of our pilot program. Our audience now knows that they have an opportunity to get involved with your prototype. The last step is to express gratitude. If you need to give special thanks to anyone who helped you along the process, maybe a teacher, a mentor, someone in the community, a parent, take a moment and just recognize them. Also, thank your audience for taking the time to listen and maybe provide feedback. Last thing, make sure you leave contact info so that they can get a hold of you if they have further questions or ideas, or maybe they want to support your idea further. So that's as simple as just providing a final slide that says thank you. Now, after you're done with your pitch, a lot of people will go into production if you're actually out in the real world. They'll start building the prototypes into real tangible items, or building their movement and implementing it in their communities. Some creators, including students, might need to iterate on their design. Maybe they got some critical feedback that really helps set them on a stronger path. In that case, they might return to the prototype phase to build out a new prototype. That's it for the pitch. If you want to get your own copy of this slide deck to guide your process, you can check it out at bit.ly/pdx-pitch. We hope you enjoyed this Design Thinking PDx. Stay tuned for more strategies for design thinking in your classroom.